back to the channel. Brian from Apex Auction Reconditioning. Today, long-awaited video, well overdue. I want to do a little bit of a review on the Milwaukee FUEL, the M18. This is a Random Orbital Polisher that I've been waiting for quite some time to get my hands on. Brushless, of course, battery operated, and I do have the DeWalt XR back here that we could use for a little bit of comparison. So let's get right into the video. The M18 FUEL is a random orbiting polisher with an orbit of 15 millimeter, oscillations per minute 2600 to 5100. It does have the trigger lock. It has the 5-inch backing plate, dimensions, length 17.3 inches, width just under 3 inches, height 5.4, the weight 5.5 pounds. Now we are going to compare this to the DeWalt that I have sitting over here and see how heavy that is compared to this here. And the battery clearance 2.2 inches. So just to make certain, with the battery, 6.8. In comparison, and the pad, by the way, in comparison, the DeWalt with its battery, 7.6. So a lighter unit. When I have these side by side and I have them lined up down at the bottom, you can see that the DeWalt is taller. It's definitely wider. The Milwaukee here has a nice slim build to it, and being lighter, right off the bat would be probably something I would grab off the shelf quickly. So let's take a closer look. See what type of factory grease that this thing has in it. Maybe it needs to be changed out. No need to take a look inside. I will be able to see from this end if the field windings are at least coated, but being brushless, it's a much simpler operation, a simpler motor. Should be no problems. Taking the backing plate off of this is a little bit different. There's no wrench that can slide in there. There's no huge Allen key or bolt that goes right down through the center. There are 4 9/32 that run right here, and we have to remove those to take the backing plate off of this one. Keep these all together. Backing plate is off. So you have all these little holes cut out of here for airflow to keep the pad cooler. To take the duck-billed or platypus handle apart, it splits in two, and you got to take these are T10s, I believe. Let's see. Yep, T10s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And there you go, simple enough. There should always be a little plaque stamped in to show you what type of impact plastic there is for the casing. It's hard to read what that is. And then they have a thin rubber sheathing on the top that gives you some comfort and a little bit of grip. Now, these 4 screws here would allow you to separate the gears from the motor itself. No need to see in there. It's really kind of boring. What I want to do is get in here and see what type of gear grease is in here and possibly swap that out. No need to take off the counterbalance or the base for the backing plate. Just these 4 screws here will lift the shaft away from the gears. Should be a pinion gear in here coming forward, and then a ring gear that it turns and drives the shaft. Give it a little bit of a wiggle and pull up slowly, and it will separate. So here we have the cheap factory grease. Let me get that out of there, and we'll put maybe some Schaefer's, or we'll see what I have laying around, some high-temp lithium grease in there. All right, we have that factory trash pulled out of there, wiped off of the ring gear, and when we pack it in there, this is what I like to use, by the way. I like the Schaefer's 238 Ultra Supreme. This is a synthetic, high-pressure grease and waterproof as well. So we don't want to have a heaving lump of the grease all the way up to the top. We want to put it up to the level of the factory grease. That's right above the ribbings of the casing here. That way, when we put everything together, it'll go together and spin without a ton of pressure, and that's perfect right there. Let me get this back together, and we'll do a demonstration on how it runs, what's the noise like, what's the vibration like. Let me get together, and we'll figure that out. Okay, we got everything together, cleaned up. Guys, don't be afraid to tear your polisher down. Get to know it down to every last nut and bolt. Yeah, I know. Warranty issues. Yeah, some of these companies have some great warranties. So what? If I have a car in here and I'm polishing and it breaks down, I don't have a spare, do you think that customer is going to let the car sit in there until you have it sent out, it gets fixed, it gets sent back? Hell no. Learn how to tear down your own polishers. Learn how to fix them. Any one of my polishers, I can fix them on the spot if I have the spare parts. And since I have so many polishers, I keep every little part and nut and bolt. I can do that. I have a soldering gun, basically all you need. Let's break this out onto a vehicle and see how it performs. Before we get to work, just some quick basics. Again, this is a really nice feeling platypus head or grip here up top. We have the speed dial, which gives you good tactile feedback. You can hear, I think you can hear the clicking. Trigger lock. Battery goes in from the side. Battery indicator, and that's really all you need to know to get started. We have a nice flat top here so you can lay the polisher on its back, and it'll keep it upright so your pads do not hit the floor. When it comes to how loud it is it annoying? Does it have an annoying whine to it? Let's compare it to the DeWalt over here. And the vibration didn't even really knock the phone off the top of this. It would have on the DeWalt. The vibration is a little bit more noticeable and it's a little bit louder. This is a more comfortable, quieter unit. All right, let's hop onto the hood of the auction minivan here. And you should be able to see the swirling. Using the overhead light, you see it even better. I'm going to mask off an area and we'll do some correction. See how it feels. Okay, so what I did, I attached the Eurofiber 50/50 pad, one of my favorite pads, and the 303 Step 1 compound, which I enjoy. And this should make a very good team and quickly remove those. Again, it has a 15 millimeter throw and a free rotation. And I'll just do left to right, up and down, equal to 2 passes. Mid-speed. Give me a couple seconds here going up and down so I can give you some feedback. It feels smooth. It feels balanced. The noise isn't overwhelming. It's hard to get the gauge what I would feel like after a full day of using it, but so far, no complaints at all. Let's give it some pressure and see what it takes to stall. I had to push pretty hard, guys, to get it to stall. Let's go up into a corner here. Not bad at all. Plenty of power to get the job done. Very, very nice. Let me wipe off the residue and let's see what we got here. Really wasn't concentrating on the actual correction more than the feedback from the polisher, so I'm not sure what we've done here, but it'd be nice to see what combination works on the van here. I did not start to correct this. We've done just about everything else from this. Wheels, headlights, interior, plastic trim. I'd say it's time to correct the paint. Listen, I know it's just a minivan, an old minivan, but if I got to drive it around for as long as the shop manager needs it to get up and down, in and out of it easily, pain-free, I'm going to sport it. She is a member of the family, and that's what it takes. If you get a dog, guys, I've seen friends get dogs for Christmases. They end back up in a pound very quickly. Take getting a pet, no matter what it is, very seriously, and treat them exactly like it is a member of the family. Because of that, she's well behaved. She is a well-mannered dog. She's well-loved, of course, spoiled, and we enjoy each other's company. And that's the only advice I can give you if you're thinking about a pet. Now, let's get back to the van again. Using the overhead light, just some of the deeper scratches are left behind. Has a nice crisp reflection. Does a very nice job. All right, let's use this. So over here, crazy swirls, crisp reflection with that gold metallic flake showing through. Over there, let it focus, come on in, and we just have that one deep one right there. And it runs down the length of the hood. I'll have to go over that one again to get rid of it. But this thing, I highly recommend. If you already own it, let us know down in the comment section your opinion on it. Durability is going to be my only question at this point. For the final thought segment of the video, I am really happy that I finally got to give this a shot, give it a go. It's probably a billion videos out on it so far. Inside and out, it seems like it's quality made. It looks like it. Again, the only test is putting it through the paces in a busy shop atmosphere, which we have here. So really, the only thing I can do now is keep you updated. This has been Brian from Apex Auction Reconditioning. If you have any questions, never hesitate. Put them down in the comment section. By the way, if these videos help you, give it a thumbs up. If not, a thumbs down. I appreciate both. They both help the channel. Hit that notification bell. That'll let you know when new content is available. And if you want to help the channel grow, to do something very quick to do your part is share the video. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.